Be my
Okay, hit
guest.
record.
Yay, awesome. Where's our little cherub?
Oh wait, fuck yeah, I need to get a recap.
Our little cherub.
Don't call me a fucking cherub, bro.
Why not?
Don't call me that.
Why not?
Just don't call me a cherub.
It's like a cute little guy.
Don't.
Bro doesn't want to be a cute little guy.
I am not. No, I do not want to be a naked flying baby.
You know what? I don't.
You don't have to be the Christian version of a cherub. You can be the lion with eagle's wings. Isn't that cooler?
I want to be a lion with eagle's wings.
You could be a lion with eagle's wings. That's cooler than a little white baby.
I don't want to
You've
be
already
anything.
been a little white baby.
I don't want to be anything.
I don't want to talk about anything. Sorry.
Yeah. And that's on anything.
And guys, and that's on anything.
Oh, well, that was beautiful. That was good.
Peak
Fun.
cinema.
That was good. Hey man. My
Okay,
glasses
where's
are
our recap boy who's decidedly not a cherub?
Oh, I'm right here. I have to scroll up. I like how little notes there were for last session.
Because it was just all misery.
Yeah.
Okay. Session 26, 5/15/2025. Power of Friendship Arc. Bad Luck Squad. End sentence. It is Thursday. Ren returns home and it is weirdly spotless. Ew. Kai confronts Ren about whatever the fuck happened with him yesterday. Ren is vague, retrieves his money, and begs Kai to drive Ren to the docks. Kai is exasperated. Ren tries to inquire about Kai's mental health. Kai is not down with that. The boat is in the middle of the road. WTF. Kai drives away and Ren asks where the rest of us are. Nora cussed out Pinklish. Alice is avoiding eye contact with other people. Beckett is debating messaging a Nico back. Abandoned at boat bars. Atlas and Beckett offer to help. Can't we get someone to take us there instead of using this boat? Unless you want one of us to Uber across the water. Bars. Ren is in the boat waiting for pickup. There is traffic. Oh my fucking god. They return to the docks. No oars or paddles on sale, so Ren and Atlas create paddles. Nora contemplates calling the spirits from the fucking Titanic to help us navigate the boat. Everyone gets in the boat. Nothing happened in between this note and the last one. Oh, that was because there was a very long... Yeah, we don't talk about that. It wasn't even, like, crazy or mental health destroying or anything. It was just a lot that didn't matter. We're powering through this fucking lake. World's worst small talk occurs. Atlas wonders why he and Beckett were targeted. They arrive at the island. Oh yeah. There is an evil lair for an evil man. The mansion. It's almost as large as Marcus's house. Jesus. Pinklish Paradise. Oh my god. NYNA plays Pinklish. Whoa. Pinklish transforms. Pinklish transforms into the Pinklish Power Suit X. Roll initiative. Okay, here's the good part. Roll initiative. I was so out of it that I forgot to write notes. Thank you for recording, 6 NORA. I will take advantage of this. This is the most miserable fight of my life. I am a changed man. Alice rips open Pinklish's thigh. I will not re-listen to this fight. Pinklish and Ren have a terrible back and forth. Nora watches on. Beckett and Atlas locate the masks and Mutini's cat beds. Beckett get your fuck-ass name tag out of the way. Beckett cures Atlas of the pink poison in his body. Nora tries to convince Ren to not kill Pink. I don't know why I yelled at you, sorry.
It's okay.
An argument ensues. Beckett and Atlas return. Atlas joins in on the argument against killing Pinklish. Nora trauma dump monologue. I'm winning. Number one Nora fan right here. I'm winning. I'm winning. Number one Aura fan, yeah. Ren fires haha back. At the end, he turns and sees the sad little scared kitten staring up at him. Ren storms off while Nora apologizes to Pinklish and Beckett tends to his wounds. They all gather at the boat, return to the docks, and row back to shore. Ren walks off in anger while Atlas uses his powers to melt the blood paddles. It's gross. Nora apologized to the two and admits she needs to improve and not fuck them over. The silence is not uncomfortable as they walk back. It's magical. Don't worry, Ren, we'll get you to this point too. Beckett calls Aniko finally. The twins are insane. Mind crafted. And that's it.
And
That's the worst session ever.
It wasn't. It could have been worse.
It could have been. At least we had role play to balance it out. The funny role play. Abandoned that boat.
Abandoned that boat.
Abandoned that boat.
Yeah.
She abandoned at my boat.
Oh shit.
I'll just call this intermission. For now.
It's definitely not. I have a title for it, but I don't think you're gonna like it.
What's it called?
The Beckett horror arc where nothing goes wrong, period, all capital.
Go! I've been waiting for Beckett's story since forever. Like you don't know how badly I need this.
Where nothing goes wrong, period, arc.
Yeah. I've been waiting for this since I was born. And not even today.
Act 6, Act 3, Act 2 ass name, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what we should have done. We should have just taken the homestuck act structure.
Yeah, that's what this is right now, guys.
This reads like a Kingdom Hearts title.
Oh god.
Kingdom Hearts 2.8 fucking final chapter prologue.
I need to finish Kingdom Hearts. I still haven't.
Please!
I'll try at some
I
point.
think someone feels strongly about this.
Please!
I wonder which one feels strongly about this.
Please. No, I'm also. Please. Smile.
Please.
I mean, now that I'm done Persona, you know.
You need another game. I have 10 of them.
You do have Persona 5 now, and
I have 20 games for you, NYNA.
you also have The Last of Us now.
I need a job. I can't just keep playing video games.
Didn't I gave you my PlayStation account, right?
You did, yeah.
You can play it. NYNA.
I still haven't downloaded. I still haven't downloaded. I'm midway. I don't know how far through I am, but
you made it a little bit. You made it enough that I was impressed you had actually played Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I made it a bit. I don't think I'm significantly through, but I'm in a bit. I'll probably have to look up a walkthrough the next time I do it, just because.
Yeah, for the first game, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Anyway, Ren, let's pick this right back up where we left off. Why don't we, Ren?
Why don't we?
How is Ren doing on his little march back to his cave?
Not good.
Really?
Very not good.
Really?
He managed to shake off the ice forming underneath him. He managed to stop that from happening, but that just means it's forming on his skin instead.
Get a therapist.
He spent all that money on Cookie Run, sorry.
Yeah, we did just watch him gamble his life away.
Yeah.
So.
A little
Now
bit.
he has $75 to his name.
Oh
The
my
only
God.
reason it hasn't been spent is because it's physical cash.
It's a really good thing he doesn't pay rent on that bridge.
On the public property.
The public property, yeah.
Yeah, he's heading home. He's walking home instead of, taking the bus, even though it's pretty far.
Yeah. No, it takes a while.
It takes a
I don't.
while.
Does he calm down any, or is he
actually
still like?
actively gets more mad about it as he's walking.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh,
He's
no.
like thinking himself into spiral. Like, how dare she even try to stop me? And how dare he use logic against me?
Oh no.
How dare that stupid fucking cat be there?
Really, that's the worst of it all.
Oh. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, this is gonna go so badly.
Should have rolled for how bad this was gonna go beforehand.
So badly. I do have in my notes it'll go as good or as bad as Ren makes it, and so far it's bad already. Bad start. Okay. Well, you get to the entrance of your cave with your tarp over it, and I'm assuming you waltz right in there.
He does. And he does not notice that Kai is there, because as I said in that screenshot, he has, on the way home, completely forgotten that Kai lives with him. Just, that slipped out of his mind, because he hasn't been home for a while.
Yeah, I know he hasn't.
He keeps getting caught up in schemes and business.
Schemes and business. Yeah, that's one way to say it. Schemes and business.
And in his anger, he makes a vaguely pinkish shaped sculpture out of ice, and he immediately punches it so hard that it shatters across the floor.
Whoa. Well, Kai's on the couch still. He's like on his phone.
Like a normal person.
And he turns around after you do that. And he goes, whoa. Why?
I forgot you were here.
Figures.
And he just kind of looks at the ice and he kicks it, and he's like, I don't want to fucking talk about this guy.
Okay. Do you want to talk about anything at all, or?
I'm getting the feeling you want me to talk about something.
Well, I don't know. It'd maybe be nice.
What do I have to talk about? He's
I don't know.
He's genuinely confused about this. He's like, why is this guy asking me?
He just like rolls his eyes and then makes a vague gesture at like your entire body, which at this point is like bruised and like vague, like blood is still kind of all over you, and there's ice all over you now, and you're not in great shape generally. Like at all. Like you actively look like you're about to like fall over and die. So he just kind of gestures over all of you and goes, that maybe.
Ren like looks down as if he's finally processing what he looks like and how deranged he must look, and he's like, oh, yeah, I got into a fight. Like, it happens, I guess.
I can tell.
Yeah.
You know,
Should have fucking killed that guy when I had the chance.
He sort of, like, turns more to face you now. He doesn't, like, get up off the couch or anything. I'm assuming you're kind of behind where the couch would be.
Yeah.
So he's kind of doing, like, a 180 to look at you.
Yeah.
And he's like, so you didn't kill him?
The reason I didn't get to is because my teammates were around. And he's, like, very salty about this because he's looking down, his hands in his pockets, and he's, like, tensed up.
So you mean they were being reasonable people?
Shut the fuck up.
Uh-huh.
I already got lectured about this. I don't want to hear it from you, of all people.
Well, I'm not lecturing you, for one.
That's what they all say.
I'm just saying it's completely reasonable that they wouldn't want to have blood on their hands. That's
Well, it
not
wasn't
their
gonna be
job.
on their hands.
He does like a little, you know, the hand sign. He does that. But you're a team. That's not how it works.
We weren't on the clock. So it didn't really matter.
Still not how it works.
God,
You were
what would
together
you
as a
know?
unit. How basic team structure works, I guess? What does that even mean?
Uh-huh. Look, I said I don't want to talk about what happened. I already told you I got into a fight. What more do you want from me?
I don't know. And he just turns away.
And Ren like kind of skedaddles over his bed and he just kind of collapses back into it, even though he's covered in filth and dirt because he tripped and fell twice. Sorry, I'm still mad about the ones. He's looking up at the roof and he goes, "What happened to my moss?"
Oh, I cleaned up.
How did you get up there?
I brought a stepladder with me.
Huh.
And you like look over it, and there's like a little setup in the corner, and it has like a mop and a broom and a stepladder and like and some like Lysol wipes. I don't know. It was kind of disgusting in here, so I
It was just
decided
a
I might
little
as
bit
well
of
clean up at
moss.
least once. It was more than a little bit of moss.
It was just moss.
He doesn't respond to that.
So what did you do all day in here?
Nothing.
Just
Didn't
nothing.
have work. Didn't have anyone to talk to, so I sat on my phone and watched Instagram Reels.
Oh. That's sad.
Yep. Oh my god, Red.
I know.
Red out of anyone to be saying that is crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
He squints his eyes. Yeah, it is.
Ren, you're so abnormal.
So normal. I don't know what to do anymore.
Uh-huh. Yep,
They're just sitting in silence.
yep. Sit in silence for a little bit. You know, maybe you should try, and I'm saying this as a friend, to be a little bit less crazy.
Ren, like, rolls his eyes and goes, ugh. It's too much effort.
It's actually actively more effort to do what you do all of the time, to be honest. Yes.
Like, you know how I get. You know how I am.
I know, and I'm saying you probably should stop.
You know what happens when I don't get my blood. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't see a reason to stop.
Oh. Do you need me to list a couple, or?
No, I need you to shut up, actually.
Well, I don't think shutting up's gonna be, like, helpful. For
and
you.
I'm not asking you to be helpful.
Like, Ed looks over your pitiful, like, broken body. You say so.
Did you unpack the Tylenol?
I did.
Can you give it to me?
So who's not asking for help?
I'm not asking for help when it comes to emotional issues.
He gets up to go get it. He's like, you know, it would maybe help if you, instead of lashing out on everyone, you just, like, talked about it normally, like your feelings and stuff.
No.
Like how normal people function. He goes into, like, a cabinet that was not there before. and now you're kind of like, you hear a cabinet open and you're like, what? And there's, like, an entire IKEA desk just set up against a wall.
What the fuck? Was that there when I left?
Which time?
The latest time.
Yes.
Huh.
He grabs you the fucking Tylenol and gives you the Tylenol. Well, if you really don't want to talk about it, then that's fine, but it's gonna bite you in the ass later.
Something else is gonna bite me in the ass. Sorry, I don't know what that means.
What?
What the fuck are you talking about,
Made me the
Ren
real
Corbin?
person. What the
Write that one down in the doc. Please write that down.
What?
Sorry, I
No,
debated for like a whole second. Wait, to be like, should I say that?
What?
Oh, that's so crazy. It took everyone out of the game.
He just looks at you. No. What? No.
He's so disgusted, bro. You're fucking up his romance arc, dude. You chose the
I
wrong
never
dialogue
remember that.
option. He didn't like this gift, dude.
Not like that dialogue option.
You had you in your, like,
I will remember that.
I
Yeah,
will
in your-
remember that. Yeah.
in your HUD you saw -10 heart points.
Oh no.
That was like the dialogue option they put at the bottom as a joke. Why'd you press it?
None of the other dialogue options appeared.
Oh yeah, they just didn't load in.
First game was glitched.
The big glitch.
The big glitch.
the big glitch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he looks at his phone. He goes, I'm gonna have someone come over in a couple days, I think. And if you're gonna be, and again, he gestures completely over you, like this, then, don't be.
Ooh, someone over. Whoa.
Yeah, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just looking at you like, what are you trying to insinuate? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
At this point, he's just kind of just blankly staring up.
Uh-huh.
No, there's no thoughts behind his eyes anymore. He's just, like, gone mentally. He used up all of his energy being angry on the walk back home.
Alright, well, if you're just gonna stare blankly, can you at least do it on your bed so I can lay
He is
down?
on his bed.
Oh, I thought you were on the couch.
No, he fell on the bed.
Oh, okay. Then ignore that last dialogue. I thought you were sitting on the couch.
No, he went and collapsed on his bed.
Okay, then that's fine. Then ignore that. Then if you're not sitting beside him, he just goes back to being on his phone. You're obviously not gonna talk to him about anything. Anytime he's tried to bring up anything, you've just waved it off. So obviously there's nothing to talk about.
I need to go to the dump later.
Why?
My entire costume's gone, dude. I need to remake some stuff anyway.
Oh. Yeah, well, I did notice it was not with you.
It's gone.
Did it get, like, crashed or something?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Alright.
Did
someone steal it from you?
That's a better descriptor.
Go steal it back.
Then I have to figure out how to dye it back, and I don't want to do that. And honestly, I might as well just remake it all from scratch at this point.
You say so.
Do you want me to make you anything?
He's sitting there playing on his phone.
Okay.
He's playing today's Wordle.
This is his first word penis.
Did he get it? Did he win?
Well, he's still doing it.
Okay.
Roll for
What guess is he on? What guess is he on?
He's on 3.
Okay,
How many letters you got?
I believe it.
He's got like 4.
God damn.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, guys, he's got it. Don't worry, he's locked in.
He's not terminally stupid.
Right now.
He keeps staring at the Wordle. He's like, "What the fuck else would end with that?"
Okay, great talk. And then he passes out.
Awesome.
Starfish on his bed taking up the entire thing.
Awesome. That was, that went better than I thought it was going to be because no conversation happened. So, good job, Ren.
Yeah.
Success? Question mark?
Well, it can't be. It just means that you've prolonged the fight.
Yeah,
but,
we've saved her for another day.
He just keeps
Yeah.
putting things off.
Which
And
is
that's
really good.
Yeah,
It's really good.
That's really good.
Let's procrastinate on emotions.
Hey, Loki, you shouldn't just randomly kill people everywhere. It's not a good look. Can you fucking kill yourself?
God, you're so judgmental.
Ren, what is your damage?
Everything.
Nora.
Oh, me?
Nora, rah, rah, rah.
Me?
Nora, 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 Nora.
Nora.
Nora,
Oh.
you get back.
I'm so nervous. What the? Sorry, my heart started like beating. I don't know why. I got nervous.
I would
Whoa.
really hope that your heart was beating.
Where's heart
Well,
started beating?
But yeah, I've actually been beating for the past pretty good since I was born.
Wow.
I've actually been clinically dead.
Father.
Anyway, you get home. Willow's also home. She's in her room. The door's open though.
I knock on her door, the open door.
She looks over. She's doing some work. Oh. Hey. What's up?
Hey. Just got back. You can obviously tell. Anyways, how's school going?
Yeah, it's alright. Boring as ever, but you know. I manage.
You manage. What are you working on right now?
She holds up a math worksheet that's like a bunch of symbols you didn't even know were in math.
She looks at
And
it in genuine confusion. Like, I thought you were in fashion? Why are you doing math?
taking a couple STEM classes. I'm good at it. I might as well.
I'll never get you STEM people. What even is that? Why is that curved like that? Why was that like a fish? Is that like a fish? Why does math have fish now?
Yeah, that's actually the fish equation.
Oh man, I didn't know they added that.
Newest update.
Yeah, the newest math update, the fish equation. She laughs a little bit.
Nora gives like a half-hearted smile, and she kind of just like tiredly like lays down on Willow's bed.
I do want to talk to you about something though.
Nora sits up. Yeah? What's up?
She puts her phone a little bit farther away from her and looks a little bit nervous.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what she could tell Nora. I do not know.
I wonder what she's about to say, guys. What's up?
I wonder what she's about to say. I don't know. I don't know.
Guys, find out next episode. Alright, that was a great session.
Great session, guys. Good work, good work.
Peak.
I think I might try and meet up with Kai at some point soon. And she's sort of like, she's still maintaining eye contact, but she's like glancing away. Not out of like embarrassment, but she obviously is very nervous to have this conversation with you.
Nora doesn't say anything for like a few seconds. And she kind of goes, okay. I mean, what are you telling me for? I mean, it's not like you need my permission or whatever. You have free will.
Well, I don't need your permission, but I just thought you'd want to know. Not make it look like I'm sneaking around or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah. Sure, makes sense. Yeah. Hey, I'm really tired. I think I'm gonna get some rest for now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Good luck on your fish equations.
She does another like half-hearted laugh and goes, "Hey, yeah, not you two. You don't have fish equations."
Nope, no fish equations here. And then she just like quietly closes Willow's door and she heads to her room.
Yeah.
Nora just kind of like she changes first, and then she lays down on her bed, and then she starts pacing. Then she lays down on her bed and starts pacing. It's either she needs to rest or she can't. She's really restless, but she's also like so deathly tired.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And she's just like fidgeting with like, I don't know, like this pen that she found. She's like playing with like the zipper on her outfit or whatever. She's kind of just like trying to just like let out all this emotion. And she's not upset that Willow's going to see Kai. She just didn't want to have to think about Kai, because then that brings up a bunch of other emotions that my girl doesn't want to deal with right now.
Yep.
And then after a bit, like she tries to like control it, but then like the tears start coming in.
Oh, Nora's embarrassing.
We're back.
Nora!
We're back to grieving and trying to deal with things. And Nora had wanted to talk to Willow about it, but then she brought up Kai, and then she was like, okay, I gotta get out of here. I don't want to think about that bitch. But Nora is really trying to like, she wants to try like focusing on things, or like focusing on just anything that isn't just anger, because that's like kind of what she always defaults to. And she's trying to ignore her anger at Kai, her anger at herself, her anger at literally everyone. And she sits for a while, and she contemplates. And she starts thinking about Jade after a bit. And she remembers this notebook she had that she hadn't looked at since basically before the team dynamic started. It's from a while ago, and she hasn't really had a chance to look at it. But she opens this notebook, and in it it's just a bunch of like her personal notes on like Jade's death. And she's like recalling that first day at the graveyard when she like heard her sister speaking to her, when she said some stuff. And she is kind of looking at this like, okay, like this is what I'm gonna focus on now. Like you know, I've put this on hold, you know, but I think it's time I start making like some serious progress on this. And you know, in order to avoid her grief for Kai, she's focusing on her grief for her dead sister. So, you know,
Effective.
I'm sure it'll work. I'm sure it'll work.
And so she decides that she's just gonna read these notes and come up with a plan to solve the mystery behind her sister's death. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
she reads over her notes, which aren't very detailed. It says, went to graveyard, lots of voices, and then it says, and then there's like a little annotation of like, voices stopped after joining vigilante and actually like practicing skills. And then below that it says like Jade voice death, and then it just says equals not an accident.
Very detailed notes, Nora.
Yeah.
Well, she got into her brain, so who give a fuck?
And she looks at it and she's just kind of like planning her next move. And she doesn't really have any good ideas other than maybe she should try visiting the graveyard for clues at some point. Maybe not today, but like at some point. At some point. Yeah, Nora's in her amateur detective era, I suppose. Will it work? Maybe not, but we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll find out in the next episode.
We'll find out in the next episode. Great session, guys.
Great second, guys. That was really good.
All right. Good one, Nora. Atlas.
Hi.
Atlas, you get back. You're hanging out for a little bit. It's a school night. You should probably get some rest. Until you hear a knock at the door.
God, bro. He looks out the little peephole.
It's a generic man in a black suit just standing there and waiting.
Oh. Okay. He knows what this is about. He opens up the door.
He doesn't say anything and he just hands you a white envelope. It's empty.
Yeah. He opens up his wallet and takes out it's a different wallet. He had a feeling that this was going to be happening soon. So he kept it on him in preparation. He takes out $3,000 from his savings.
As the kids say.
If you could call it that. And then places it in the envelope.
Yep. Hand it back. He takes it from you. He says nothing, nods, and walks away.
Okay. I now have $200.
Better than Ren's doing.
Better than Ren's doing. He just closes the door. I mean, he's used to this by now. Definitely. It would be kind of weird if he wasn't. And he just goes back to his room, makes sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. Make sure that he got all of his homework the day before yesterday done. And
Yes.
all the shit that, he missed that he's going to have to turn in tomorrow. Make sure he's got all that completed. He's just gonna go to bed. It's been a long day. Nothing much else for him to do.
No.
Yep. Beckett.
Hi.
Beckett.
Hi.
Beckett.
I'm sure everything's going great.
Yeah, well, it is. It's fine. For now. For the next 30 minutes. As you're walking back, it's starting to get a little bit dark, and Aniko is outside sitting on the steps of the trailer. The front door is propped open. It's a nice night. It's just letting the breeze in.
Okay.
And he's just sitting there.
Um.
He waves
Okay.
at you when he sees you walking up.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, Beckett will wave back and will kind of like he might kind of like look in through the door to see if the kids are in there.
Yeah,
and then
they're chill. They are now actually very peacefully playing Minecraft.
okay, well that's good. Not actually breaking out into fights. That's fine for now then.
I got them to calm down.
That's good. Did anything else of note happen while I was gone, or?
Well, the kids refused to go to school.
What?
They said that they wouldn't let me take them to school and that they wouldn't accept my answer if you were just out. And they didn't want to leave until you were back. So
Oh.
couldn't fight that logic.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Just means we had an awesome day. We ate some burritos. We played Minecraft. You know, I got them to calm down.
Huh?
I took the extra Joy-Con and I joined in to their game, and I started actively antagonizing both of them, which made them both team up to want to get rid of me. And then I left the game, and now they're still friends.
Interesting strategy. I mean, I guess if it worked.
Yeah. Well, I tried to get them to calm down normally and say, you know, it's not a big deal. Or just, you know, let your sister have the creeper spawn egg. But that doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, you know, they're fine for right now.
Yeah. But other than that, it's been fun. Where have you been?
You know, not 100% sure.
Now, what?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We had this whole Band-Aid like team building thing going on at work. I had to go to the after party, and you know, I think our drinks might have been spiked. So I don't really remember the last 24 hours very well.
I see.
But I had to go talk to a guy. I'm back now. It's fine.
I knew something was up when you started using periods in your messages.
Yeah, I mean, at least I made sure the kids were okay.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, you look in again with the kids. They haven't noticed that you're back yet. They're too gaming pilled.
Me too gamer pilled.
They're too gamer pilled, but they're gaming away. It seems like they've built, what from the glimpses you can see, some kind of really shitty looking amusement park out of like wool and like rails and mine carts.
Oh yeah, like baby's first creative mode build.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's good. It's getting pretty late. They probably should go to bed, actually.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Skip a day of school.
Oh no, how will their teacher ever cope if they're not at school writing shapes and colors? Like, oh no.
Listen, it's not about that, you know, it's about principle.
Uh-huh.
But he will probably look at me and be like, I'll be right back. I should probably put them to bed.
Yeah, alright.
And
And
will,
he sort of shifts over to more easily give you access to the door.
yeah, that's wonderful. He will, in fact, step into his house.
They turn to see you, and then they drop the game, and they run up and hug you.
Oh! Yeah. He'll look back and go, yeah, sorry, I got held up at work.
You put them to bed, and it's fine. They're just happy that you're not dead.
I imagine.
Yeah. And they go to bed without any fuss.
Yay!
Yay for Beckett.
One win! But I thought he might go out to join Aniko on the lovely porch.
The lovely
After,
porch
the
that is
day that they've had.
the lovely porch that is 3 shitty, rickety wooden stairs that lead into a trailer.
Yeah.
The lovely
Actually,
porch.
world's worst porch, but
The lovely porch.
lovely porch.
Yeah, he makes room for you to sit. He doesn't initiate conversation if you don't.
Yeah, I don't think Beckett has much else to say on the matter of whatever the fuck happened at work today.
None at all.
I like maybe like that's a tomorrow night. I feel like the day of dropping, my coworker tried to kill a man and we had to talk about it for 10 minutes is a lot. On top of, worrying about the kids and generally being drugged for 24 hours, sometimes you sit on the porch in silence for like 3 hours.
And that they will. And the night comes to an end. How lovely. Woo.
Woo!
I'm gonna take a piss break really, really quick. I have to pee really bad. So, in
Fine.
2 seconds.
I'm gonna see, because I think that my parents finished dinner, so I'm gonna go get a plate and bring it back to my room.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'm going to be so honest. The entire time we've been playing, I've been looking up pastries near me, ice cream near me, sundaes near me, donuts near me. Well, I'm not joking. My entire search history right now is just fucking like our menu, Culver's, concrete mixer, Culver's, create your own dish in reference to ice cream, Culver's, ice cream near me, Donut King, blueberry white chocolate chunk mini scones, cranberry scones.
No, Jay, you deserve a sweet treat.
True.
I do, but I really do not want to order food right now. And we don't have any sweets. I think we might have ice cream, the iced cream, but I'm not too sure.
The cream of ice. Sorry.
Whoa, do not.
Whoa.
The cream of ice.
Whoa.
Whoa. I might have. There might be some iced cream that I could quite possibly snag, but I don't think I can bring it up to my room because it's like a pint, and I don't really want to make a bowl.
You get yourself Dairy Queen, you just get like one of the little cups and you eat it.
The Dairy Queen.
The Dairy Queen.
But like some of the shit can be so expensive, especially if I'm gonna be like ordering it. I don't want to order just that though. It's just weird. I understand, but like I don't
You
know.
could get yourself the lovely treat.
A lovely treat that's sweet to eat.
It's actually so terrible how I'm constantly so sweets-pilled. I need
No,
it.
we have ice cream bars in the freezer, and I want to get some, but I can't get them because I'm in the middle of actively playing Mutants and Masterminds, and I can't chow down on an ice cream bar while in the middle of roleplay.
Dinner actually wasn't done, so
I would
if you're
like
on
to.
mute in the middle of someone else's section, it's probably to go get food.
Well, we've got one more section before
Pray to God the
Beckett.
chicken's done by then.
And speaking of that session, it's now Friday. Atlas, you're at school.
Yay! Making up for yesterday.
Atlas, roll me a perception check.
Oh my god, can I please roll well? Perception +2, I'm begging you. I just want to roll well. I just want to see him. The bug. Perception +2. That's a 16!
He does have very high stats.
Oh, shit.
So you don't see him, but you do feel eyes on the back of your neck, and at first you think you're being paranoid. And you keep looking around, and you're like, what the fuck? Someone's definitely looking at me right now. And, like, you're
What the
trying to, like, discreetly look around without looking like a maniac.
Oh my god.
And by the time the bell rings for next period, and you get up and you start looking around, you don't see anything, and the feeling's gone. and so you're just left with a sense of dread.
All right.
Oh,
Miles.
Miles.
Shivers me timbers. What the fuck, bro?
During your lunch break, Marina comes up to you.
And he's like, please don't ask me about yesterday. But he sees her and he waves. He waves, smiles. He waves.
He waves and smiles. Hey, Atlas.
Hey, sorry I wasn't here yesterday.
You were a little sick.
Yep.
She laughs a little bit and goes, you know, next time that you're skipping, you should just let me know. I'll tag along.
I wasn't. No, what? He seems genuinely distraught at that accusation. No, I was serious. Like my head was really hurting. I just wasn't feeling well. I just, you know.
So lame. Okay. Well, you missed our meeting yesterday. So we're gonna have a little impromptu one-on-one meeting right here, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure. There's probably plenty of room on the little table, but he scooches over.
She sits down. And goes, all right. Well, we'll get right into business then. And she takes a swig of her chalky milk. Next month, well, not next month, like a month and a half? Yeah, sometime soon. She waves it away. Is the senior semi-formal. And as the student council, we have to plan it.
All right.
And so I've personally appointed you as my budgeter because you're pretty good at budgets.
Yeah. He thinks about giving away $3,000 last night. Yeah, I'm pretty used to that.
Yeah. Well, me and Marcus are the official party planners, and we need someone to make sure that we don't go completely over the school's budget like we did last year.
How much more did you spend last year?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, I love Marina.
She waves it away. All you need to know is it was an awesome night. And it was fine in the end. Don't worry about it.
Are we going to have to work that into consideration for this? Like, are we still feeling the effects of last year?
No, don't worry. Marcus worked it all out or something. I don't know. But it would be nice if we didn't have to do that again.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can understand.
But we need to decide on a theme. And since you weren't there to make an odd group, we were split 50-50.
Oh, okay. I forgot that these things have themes. He doesn't go to them. This is, like, widely known.
Well, our themes were ocean themed, so like Little Mermaid type situation, like under the sea, that sort of vibe. And she's looking at you expectantly as if you were supposed to know that sort of vibe.
Okay.
Or Hollywood themed. Ooh, flashing lights, lots of golden stars, plane across the world, your name and flashing lights. Atlas, can't you see it? You can see which one I'm in favor of. She looks like a little embarrassed.
Sorry, Kate, speak your truth.
I mean, as long as my name isn't up there on flashing lights, I mean.
Oh, Atlas. Okay, so you can't see your name in flashing lights. Maybe you see your name as sort of like a footnote in the end credits. It's alright.
In his mind, he definitely sees his name as a footnote at the end of the credits.
He gets like serotonin from hearing that, so I'm like, yeah, footnote in the end credits. That's nice.
I feel like your understanding of Atlas Laurier has increased.
Anyway, the last vote is up to you, so don't let me sway you.
Okay. In his mind, he's like, I don't really care. In his mind. What have the themes in the past have been?
Pretty standard stuff. Enchanted forest, base, ocean again, Hollywood again. They don't cycle these things through very well, but I mean, as long as the one before it isn't the same, it doesn't really matter because of the groups of kids are always cycling through.
All right. Which one was it that Marina really wanted again?
The Hollywood one.
Okay, he's thinking about this logically. If he picks the Hollywood one, it would boost his standing with Marina. But at the same time, logically speaking, how creative can you truly get with the term Hollywood? Ocean offers more possibilities. But Marina really wants Hollywood.
Oh, Alice.
Which of the two was chosen the more recently?
She didn't, are you asking her? She didn't really say. She was just kind of vaguely saying that they, in the past, have done it.
You're like, oh, which of the two was chosen most recently?
I don't remember, actually. It might have been the ocean one. It might have been the Atlas. I truly do not know. I do not have the books on every single semi-formal theme that has happened in the past 20 years.
Oh. I mean, I guess that makes sense. We could go Hollywood theme.
Wow, Atlas, you're so
cool.
agreeable. You're so agreeable. She smiles and goes, "Did you just pick it because you know it's the one I wanted?"
No, with a look on his face that says yes.
Well, it's all right. And she takes out her pink glitter pen and writes down in her notebook, "Hollywood theme."
Oh.
The pink
beautiful.
glitter pen gives you flashbacks.
There's like a sweat that rolls down his back.
All right, she closes the notebook. Okay, so are you busy this weekend?
I don't think so, unless something unexpected happens.
That's vague.
You never know when someone's gonna randomly drug you at a company-mandated bonding event.
Yeah. Not like in a bad way, just like in case, somebody, like just like any sort of plan or like an event happens.
Yeah, I got it. If she smiles playfully, that was meant in like a sort of funny way. She's trying to riff off of your anxious demeanor.
He laughs in his anxious demeanor.
All right, well, this weekend, me and Marcus have to go shopping then, because we have to look for decorations, we have to figure out what the budget's gonna be, we have to make sure we stay within that budget, and I fear without you there, we might go a little bit crazy.
No, yeah, I'm pretty good at not buying things that I don't need.
Sorry. Pretty good at not buying things. All right, will you need a ride there?
I might need to be picked. Where is it again?
She Google Maps shows you the Walmart across town, and you start to sweat a little bit again.
Because I definitely cannot walk there. I could walk to the school and they pick me up. Yeah, okay. We can meet. Actually, would that be? Hold on. I must visualize this. Could they pick me up from the school? What is close enough in reasonable walking distance to this Waldmart?
Well, This is the same Walmart that you were at
I had
yesterday.
I had a feeling.
And that would be like probably like a 2-hour walk from your house. If
Okay.
the agency thing was about an hour and the Walmart was about an hour away from that. So it'd probably be about 2 hours away from your house.
How far away is that from the school?
From the school, as a drive, it's not too far. As a walk, it's far. Because it's a city and that's how cities work.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, we can meet up at the school. I obviously don't have a license, so if it wouldn't be too much of a problem.
Oh yeah, for sure. Alright. So tomorrow works for you? And as she says, so tomorrow works for you, you get a ping on your phone.
Fuck. He's 1 second. He looks at his phone.
Agency ping.
Oh shit. Oh, so I don't know if this will go into tomorrow, but something did just come up for at least for right now.
Oh, boo. Alright, well, we're pretty much free whenever, so just give a shout whenever you're available.
Yeah, sorry.
Let us know if Sunday will work then. Give us a text.
Alright, I can do that.
And then the bell rings, then lunch is over.
Yay! Yay!
Yay!
You depart ways, and for about a second, you start to feel eyes on you again.
God damn it, bro.
just for a second. But it's enough to make you paranoid again.
One of these days you'll see him.
One of these days.
You look to see if it's not just Marina like looking at you, but she's not even there. She's gone already. She's gone to class. And you don't know what the fuck is going on.
What the hell? He's thinking that. Outside he looks cool as a cucumber.
Atlas, you're so cool.
Oh, you're so cool.
Atlas, you're so
normal.
That is a word I could use to describe. I'm not tired.
Me when I yawn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for the semi-formal arc?
I'm so ready for the semi-formal
ready.
arc.
Oh my god.
Ready for the semi-formal arc. I have to create a budget in real life and figure this out.
I can't wait for the shopping episode that's actually just Atlas and me role-playing. For 2 hours straight. Because we have to look up the actual prices of every single item.
So it's not even, it's just me being mentally ill is the issue. That's my problem.
So you need to put me, the real life person FIFER, in the store with Atlas LAURIER. I go, you want to spend money so bad?
That's pretty much what Marina and Marcus are already going to be doing, so...
Yeah. The difference is if you put FIFER and I in a room together, I will sigh, shake my head, and be like, oh well, and I'll do it. If you put Atlas and FIFER in a room together, Atlas will have a mental breakdown and run away.
No, I'm like so nice, like I'm a friend of a friend.
You know...
Does this imply that Jay and Atlas are friends? Because Atlas is no friend of mine. I can't believe that fucking Alu sent dog for dog Yuri in the chat. And what this reminds me of you.
It's literally
So funny.
And the sad part is I already seen that TikTok. I know what it is.
That's so funny.
Anyway.
Hmm.
You guys all get pings from the agency. And Beckett Whitlock.
Hi.
You'd planned to take today kind of easy because of yesterday. But it seems that the universe has other plans for you.
Okay. That's fine, I'm sure.
You got the kids to school early in the morning and in the afternoon, and Nico has been out, presumably catching up on whatever it is he actually does.
Not my business.
Yeah, for real. And you get a ping from the agency.
Yeah.
You get dressed, you walk, start walking, start making your way downtown.
What a normal, lovely day it is.
And I'm so sorry to do this to you. I need you to roll me a will check.
My oldest enemy.
I'm so sorry to do this to you.
14 minus 2 is the 12.
That's not gonna cut it.
Yeah.
You are walking and suddenly start to get like this really bad headache.
Oh, whoa.
And you kind of take a moment and you stumble, and then you feel a sharp prick in your side. And when you look down, there is a comically large, cartoonish tranquilizer dart.
Whoa.
That's crazy. Okay. Directly in your thigh.
Okay. Before I pass out and die, if I look over, do I see where this thing just came from?
You look over and already your vision's starting to blur a little bit. It's a little bit dizzy. But you see what looks like just a normal guy.
Oh.
Kind of in the distance. And then you see two of them because you got double vision going on.
Oh, okay.
But you pass out and die.
Ah, shit. Well,
No.
Beckett Whitlock's favorite pastime.
well, you know, guys, it was really fun.
And we'll see
I'm
what
a new
happens to Beckett in the
character.
Yeah, we'll see what happens to Beckett in the next session. It was so fun playing D&D with you guys. Doing some basketball with you guys, D&D with you guys. And actually,
not. Sorry.
I think the campaign's over.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
Whoa.
See you next time for the next campaign.
Yeah. Well, spring drops next week. Because this is actually the plan all along.
Whoa.
The rest of you guys get to the agency without incident. And you're all in a room together again. Minus Beckett.
Okay.
And you sit there and you're waiting for Beckett for you're sitting there and it's 10 minutes go by. 20 minutes go by. Oh geez, maybe the bus was late or something. 30 minutes go by. Still not there. At what point does someone try to call him?
Probably at the
Maybe
30-minute mark,
Yeah,
maybe.
I'd say by
Yeah.
the 30-minute mark.
I'm glad we all thought 30 minutes. That's really good.
Yeah. Bloodhound just takes out his phone and with the
Sorry.
he opens up the messages between him and Beckett, Ignore the fucking need TV delivered now conversation. He just types, on your way, question mark?
On my way.
On your way.
On your way.
Or more like, on your way?
Where
And you don't get
are
a
you?
and you don't get a response.
Okay.
Nora kind of like looks to Beckett. I mean, sorry, Bloodhound, and is like, "Is he coming?" Or
He hasn't responded yet.
oh, okay, cool.
Should we like tell someone that he's not here yet? Or...
Maybe did he show up before us and just went ahead?
Maybe we could ask.
Nora goes up to the front desk to talk to Debbie.
Yep.
And is like, "Hey, did Good Alchemist show up at some point before us? 'Cause like, he's not here yet."
No, he didn't.
Oh. Well, we don't know if he's coming. Bloodhound just texted him. I mean, maybe he'll respond, but I guess he hasn't gotten a response yet. So, I mean, did you want to debrief us now and have us fill Dr. Good Alchemist in later? Or do you want us to wait for him more? Or
give it another 20 minutes, and if he's still not here, then I guess I could debrief you guys if you want.
okay. Nora goes down and just relays like 20 more minutes, and then she'll debrief us.
Hold on. I forget. Do I have Aniko's phone number?
You do.
I'm fucking great. He looks at that contact that he never wanted to use.
The dreaded contact.
He's like, I'm gonna text his partner real quick, see if he maybe saw him. He just messages, is Doctor with you? Dr. Good Alchemist. Is Dr. Good Alchemist with you, is what he says.
As you type that, you hear someone open the door.
Oh.
Hey guys, what's up? You seen Beckett?
And that's all Nora says.
Because you guys don't know, his name is Beckett.
Yeah, you know.
Who?
Alice does, though. Oh. I was actually about to message you. If you'd seen him.
You mean he's not here?
No, he was supposed to show up like 40 minutes ago.
Damn. See, I got these subs, and I got this one for free with a coupon, and I was gonna see if you wanted to have lunch together, because I have this extra sub, and now I don't know what to do with it. I should probably call them.
Hasn't eaten, and so she kind of wants the extra sub, but she doesn't want to ask Nico for the extra sub because low-key, they don't have that kind of relationship.
You guys have spoken like 2 times.
That's so funny.
But like, Loki kind of hungry right now. Like, he's been waiting here for 30 minutes, and like, it's only now starting to kick in. And she's like, "Damn, that's a good-looking sub," but I cannot ask the guy. And then she tries to see if he thinks about like throwing it out or anything, and it's like, well, maybe if he throws it out, I can just say, "Well, I'll take it off of your hands." And she's kind of like trying to like gauge how much Nico wants to like pawn off this sandwich, or if he like kind of wants it, but
Oh my gosh, this bitch wants it so bad.
I know, that's so funny. I love that for Nora.
No, I have to be so honest. This is me all the time. I'll see people with food and I'll be like, please offer it to me. That's so real.
See, depending on how close I am to the person, I just say, "You eating that?" and then I eat it.
That's so
It's
real.
great.
But you
And
don't
then
have
they
that kind of
go-
relationship.
That kind of relationship.
Right, Atlas, but sorry, not Atlas. Aniko and Nora don't got that kind of relationship. She can't just go, "You eating that?" and have him go no, and then her take it because they don't got that kind of relationship.
NYNA, I'm so glad that Beckett Whitlock has been kidnapped, and you're thinking about how Nora really wants to eat a Subway sandwich.
That's so real, bro.
Now that you bring it up, like my girl's hungry.
And I love that.
I
Genuinely.
love that for her.
And it's like
Look.
probably 3 p.m., bro.
Might just be me projecting. Like,
No, she deserves that sub sandwich.
She does
Like-
deserve some sandwich.
Anyway, Aniko pulls out his phone, and he dials Beckett's number, and it rings for a bit. And it actually does pick up. But all you can hear on the other end, at least from what you guys can hear, is, for some reason, oh,
Wow.
no!
Hey, little tree cat boy.
Whoa.
Oh, he's back! He's back! He's back!
I'm so sorry. My phone dropped. I tried to grab it and it made me leave the call. And I was like, why did everybody stop talking? And then I looked at the screen and I was like, oh. I just saw delete the call and I was like, please. I was hearing that, bro. Get out of the way. Anyways.
So sad face.
you hear on the other end of the receiver what is just, like, garbled static.
You know, like garbage noise from Delta.
Yeah, I was literally about to say, so you guys know garbage noise.
Yeah.
It's like he's in some king of garbage noise. And he hangs up the phone, and he puts the phone in his pocket, and he goes, oh my fucking god, okay. He's been kidnapped.
What?
Again?
What do you mean again?
What do you mean again?
The whole, like, the Autism Speaks guy, remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He did not want to remember, bro.
Well, this is so fucking annoying. Okay, well, and he, like, shoves the sub in his pocket, and it disappears.
Nora
Whoa.
is about to kill herself.
Okay, well, do you guys want to come with?
Well, yeah. I don't know why we wouldn't.
I don't have anything else to do.
Alright, let's go. And he just starts, like, very casually walking down the street.
So his name is Beckett?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. Sorry, guys. Never mind. Let's go.
No, that was my bad. That was my bad, you know.
No worries. You know,
No.
it's chill. We should go.
No, Jewel, it's okay. The only reason why I know is because he came up to me and said, "Are you treating Beckett well?" And I was like, I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So this is
my bad, guys. My bad. Jesus.
look, man. I'm not judging. We should go.
Wasn't expecting the legal name drop.
Bloodhound sees Aniko's very, very casual walk and his just general like exasperation with the situation. He's like, does this happen often or what?
No. Just okay. I have a pretty good idea of where he might be, and if he's not there, then it's actually a problem.
Okay. Are you like acquainted with his kidnapper? Or I mean, not that I'm judging, but anyways, never mind. I'll.
I mean, some may say.
Who is some? Or you know what? Not my business. You know what? Never mind.
Mean?
He like looks off in the distance, a shadow covering his eyes, like in like fucking 2000s anime. There's a wind blowing through his hair, the sunset in the background.
No, it's just some guy. We keep him in a basement.
What?
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm assuming because he'll try and kidnap him.
Well, or just do things generally. Yeah, you guys ask a lot of questions. You'll see when we get there.
Nora is like holding in her tongue because usually she would like maybe make a not great retort, but she's trying to get good at this whole like team thing. And so it's like, what the fuck does that mean? She's like, okay, cool. Yeah.
And you're off. At a very casual pace.
Awesome. I'm glad we're not in any rush. I mean, we could almost like stop for lunch if we really wanted. Man, it just sucks that no one has any food with them. Nora's not saying that. Anyways. But she's really thinking
it. Aniko stops for a second. And he goes into his pocket and he goes, oh, I mean, I guess it's probably gonna get, like, gross by the time we get there. Hey, Atlas, do you want this?
He's saying Atlas' legal name. Seems crazy work.
Nora doesn't even realize that Aniko has said his like actual name because she, you know,
she's like laser focused on the fucking sandwich in front. It's not even that tasty looking of a sandwich. It's just like plain, and she's just staring at it, drool out of her mouth. It's like, oh shit.
Meanwhile, Atlas LAURIER has just been hit by 7 trucks.
Nora like looks around and she's like, she doesn't know. Everyone's like looking really shocked and she's like kind of confused. She's like, what happened?
When he says that, Atlas doesn't click with him at first. He was just at school, so he was used to like hearing people call him his name. Like click, and he like, you guys see the generally usually pretty composed bloodhound almost like practically trip over his own feet.
He's been doing a lot of tripping recently.
Are you good, Mom? What are... She's like looking around so confused.
Ren doesn't say anything, but that's purely because he already knew his name from the files. From so many sessions ago.
I'm not hungry right now.
Well, alright. He turns to Ren. You want this?
No, I'm good. I already ate.
Okay. And he turns to Nora. I don't suppose that you want this.
Well, I mean, you know, if it's gonna go bad anyways, I guess I'll, you know, take it off of your hand.
It's not like I want it or anything.
Not like I wanted or anything.
Yeah, alright. And he tosses it over to you.
Nora tries to like eat it really slowly, but then the hunger takes the hashtag hunger takes over, and then she devours it.
Did I might have missed it. Did Nico call Ren by his name too?
No, he just said, "You want this?"
Okay. Hey Alice, do you want this, bro? Atlas is bruh. Hey Nico, you are
Atlas is not
failing
cheesed about this team up.
bro. Bro and Nico, you are fucking up his. You're fucking up his social link, dude.
Fucking up his swag.
Nico, please, you keep picking the wrong dialogue option.
After Nora eats the sandwich, it clicks in. She can think properly now. And then she's like, wait, that guy's the Atlas. That one. Oh! Oh, wow, today's just like the name reveal, I guess she's thinking in her head. Oh, then she goes, oh, shit, wait, am I next?
The name reveal arc, more like.
And you guys walk. Beckett Whitlock.
Hi.
You come to, and you're sitting in actually what's a pretty comfortable chair. You're not tied down or anything. And it's one of those like rolling office desk chairs. You shift a little bit because you were just drugged again. It takes a second for your surroundings to click. But you're sitting in what looks like a sterile white hospital room. And beside you is a table that has nothing but water bottles and apple juice boxes.
I think.
Your phone buzzes a little bit, and you see that you got a text, but for whatever reason, your phone won't load it. Wherever you are, you're not getting data.
Okay.
And that's really all you see right now. There's a door that leads out, and there's an observation panel, glass panel, that looks like it might have one-way glass in it. From the other side.
Looking like on this side it's reflective, or like I can see through.
Yeah, like it looks like it's a mirror on this side.
Okay.
And there's not really much else around you.
Okay.
As you sit up, you start to get a call from Nico.
Am I able to answer it?
You click answer, and you know Garbage Noise Undertale?
I do actually.
It's like Garbage Noise Undertale.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe they put WD Gaster in your phone.
Shit. I have to get that out somehow. Yeah, I think after a minute of garbage noise, Deltarune / Undertale, he'll hang back up.
Yeah.
You said there's just like a door.
Yeah.
I think, after a minute of getting his bearings after being drugged and put in the white room, probably not gonna go for the suspicious drink table. Might at least try the door to see if it's like locked.
It's not.
Whoa. Hey, can I open the door?
You open the door. You look up and down the hall. You look up and down the hallway. There's just rows of more doors.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
There's no windows anywhere. And there doesn't seem to be anybody around. It's completely silent.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's not much else to do. Can you try just like the closest? I don't know if there's one like immediately across the hall from him or anything. Just the immediate closest next door down the impossible hallway.
Yeah, sure. You open the next door closest to you, and there's a man there with his back turned to you, looking at what seem to be security cameras for the place. And when you open the door, he swings back around. He's like a relatively average-looking guy. Short brown hair, big lab coat that tells you he definitely works here. Bad posture, brown eyes. He looks fairly unremarkable. He's tall, he's slender, he's a man.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know.
The slendered man.
My pages.
Find my pages.
Beckett, find
my
page.
void substance.
And he turns around to greet you. Oh, you're awake!
Beckett just stands there and looks at him, and after a minute of stunned silence, goes, "Yeah." He's deeply confused. That isn't really like threatening or anything, but also, what the fuck is happening?
Did you help yourself to the complimentary juice?
The what?
But I left refreshments for you in the room. Apple juice and water and
Oh. No.
oh. Do you not like apple juice?
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Oh. Right. Oh yeah, this is probably really confusing. Oh, I'm kind of a friend of a friend, you could say. My name is Dr. House.
No! Ain't no way! Stop!
Oh my god, it's House!
Down with you!
What?
To the gallows you go!
No relation to Dr. Gregory House, he says.
Who's
Oh.
Dr. Gregory House? Says Beckett.
Oh, it's like from a TV show. Like, people hear my anyway. Yeah. Your short friend with the and he makes like a tail motion. Yeah, he you could say we're acquainted. And he's talked about you a couple times, and I thought maybe you could help me out with some stuff.
I'm sorry. I mean, knowing Anika is not actually that crazy. Where are we?
You are in Michigan.
Beckett, we're in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Beckett in the mental hospital. Everything in his life has been a lie. There's no Almedia City. There's no Bad Luck Squad. There are no superheroes. You are in Michigan.
Beckett, welcome to Chicago. Oh shit.
Bro, this is what Wyoming's really like. Whoa. You just say any U.S. state.
You really did. Welcome to Missouri, Beckett.
Welcome to Missouri.
Yeah.
Welcome to Missouri. Welcome to St. Peters, Missouri.
Welcome to Fortnite, Beckett.
Oh shit.
Welcome to the Tilted Towers, Beckett.
Battle Royale time,
He
Beckett.
looks behind, the door slammed back open, he looks behind him, his jaw drops. Jonesy! Jonesy is there. Everything is in like a distinct art style, but it looks like somebody just edited in his model from like the actual game itself, and he's just there.
Yeah.
Anyways, he sort of bites his lip and he's like, well, that's actually kind of complicated. I guess, technically speaking, it's sort of like a basement to... And he's trying to think about how to describe this. It's sort of like a secret basement underneath another facility but it's not actually technically located under it, but you have to get through that facility. So we're in a hospital.
Okay. This is important. Do I recognize this as the man that directly tranquilized me earlier? Or is this a different guy?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the same guy.
Okay. Interesting. Hang on. World's craziest situation. Yeah, he's gonna think about this for a second and go, okay, you needed me to do something?
Or so I just need your help with a couple things. You see, I run some experiments down here, and they're not exactly going as planned. And he sort of winces a little bit. And I thought with your expertise, you could help turn these failures into not failures.
He's even more confused than before. What the fuck is bro yapping about?
What the fuck is bro yapping about? That's a great question.
He's just gonna, okay. What?
Oh, it's probably best if I just show you. I think you'll get it. Come with me. And he walks out the door and sort of gestures for you to follow.
I mean, fuck, where else is he gonna go?
True.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he'll follow Dr. House, real legal name. But I don't,
You pass by the door that you came from, and you actually make a perception check.
Okay. What is my perception? I don't think it's very good. Where the perception? No, it's +4. Okay. That's an 11.
Okay, everything looks fine.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want any juice? I got it just for you.
Yeah, I think I'm fine for right now.
Okay. And he looks a little bit dejected. Why don't you want his suspicious juice?
This is actually
Suspicious.
Hudson Wilson's child.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. House gave birth to him.
Oh yeah, of course. He would be the one to give birth.
The Joyce.
The Joyce.
Joyce.
You walk past a couple doors and eventually settle on one that has a little nameplate on it. And the nameplate might actually be familiar to you.
What?
On it, it says Sparky. Hashtag who remembers.
I don't.
Oh, I do remember. I do remember,
fucking me.
actually.
I don't. Am I
remember.
stupid?
Sparky was the hellhound in our first mission. It was the dog. And it was,
Oh my
a
god.
hellhound, and the name was
You remember
Oh
that? You
my
because
God.
I remember that because I've repeatedly gone up to Peedle and been like, hey, is it still important for me to be looking into these? And they were like, yes.
Oh my god.
I only
haven't
remember the
thought
name.
about
I only remember the name
Sparky.
because it is significant to Atlas.
I haven't thought about Sparky in 2 years.
I
Yeah,
did not
I didn't
retain
know
his
this guy
name at
existed.
all.
I remembered his name because it's the dog name.
It's
The
the dog name, but it's literally been years.
Well, it's been 3 weeks for Beckett, so hurry it up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hurry it up.
Hurry it up.
I'm
Snaps my
sorry.
fingers. Snaps my fingers.
You push open the door and it's a little observation room. And you step inside with Dr. House. And you look through the one-way glass. And it sure as hell is that hellhound that you guys stopped. But it's just sitting and staring at a corner. Unmoving. Completely
Oh.
blank.
Oh, that's concerning and upsetting.
Indeed. Yeah, it ever since I got back, it hasn't moved from that corner. I go in to feed it, make sure it's alive and breathing, and it is. But something's broken. And he's like tapping the end of like a pen that he had in his pocket to his chin.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what's wrong. And he's sort of like, I mean, I don't know if you want to go in there. It's not going to attack you, but it's maybe safer out here.
Yeah. He's like looking at this dog that he vaguely remembers from not 3 years ago. It was like a couple months.
It was like 3 weeks ago.
Was it like 3 weeks? Yeah. And I kind of summary goes, so what exactly have you been like doing?
Oh, a little bit of animal experimentation here and there. This was just a project that I was set to work on. I don't like projects that I'm set to work on, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. What did you do to this one, though?
Well, and he gestures over all of it. I may have infused its blood with some inorganic material. And he's sort of like looking away a little bit. And he pulls out a little clipboard that's set beside on the table. And he hands it over to you.
Okay.
And you flip through it, and it seems to just be like the first experiments were just sort of infusions of some kind of serum. What is actually in it isn't listed. But it seems to just be a mix of injections and physical therapy. Whatever that means.
Okay.
And he speaks up and he goes, "It was working so well. But then it got out. And now," and he gestures to a gadget just sitting in a corner. "It's like this."
Okay. I don't remember what the fuck we did to that dog. I don't remember. It's been 3 years.
I remember vaguely we let it live and we handed it over to the agency from what I remembered.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Because it was a dog.
Yeah.
And then it would sometimes go bizarro mode.
Yeah, okay. That's great. What did you want me to actually do with it?
I don't know. You're like the alchemist. Don't you like transfuse things and make stuff?
Well, that's not really how my specific branch of it works. I can transmutate elements, but I
Okay.
don't think a dog counts.
Well, can you transmute something that we can put in the dog?
I guess technically.
Rocks.
I could, I don't know. I mean, I can turn something into water. You could feed it that, but
Why don't I show you what we're working with? It's a little bit more than water.
Okay.
Takes you again down the hallway. And you pull out into a room that looks like it should be a medical office that's completely cleared out of any office material.
Okay.
And it's been set up into some sort of impromptu lab. And Beckett, what immediately catches your eye is a tube of dark purple liquid.
Oh. That
Sitting.
seems familiar.
Sitting on the desk. And it does indeed seem familiar.
Okay.
Along with
Locked
that,
in.
oh yeah, now he's locked in.
No, he's locked in.
Along with that, there seems to be a bunch of other like potion sort of mixtures that to you kind of seem amateur. It's clear whoever made these did not know what they were doing. And was kind of just throwing a bunch of shit together.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if this is helpful or if this is more than what you need, or if you need something else. I can't get it for you if you need something else, but I can put in a request.
Right. I could probably work with this.
He smiles.
As far as the potions go, do they have any, like, labels on them or anything? Is what they actually, like, are?
They just have, like, number codes on them.
Right. I mean, he might motion over and be like, "What are these?"
Oh, after some things, I've been saying transmutate, but that's a little bit, crazy, I guess, to say. They need to be on a special diet of mixtures of different sort of materials, I guess. Most of this is honestly just what I've been giving them. Not completely as food, but some sort of sustenance to survive. I don't know how helpful it would be for this, though.
Okay.
And you, like, pick up one that's, like, sort of red and yellow, and you swish it around, and it looks like maybe, like... Dude. And it looks like what could be, like, maybe, like, flower petals are crushed up in there. Something glittery. When you shake it, it changes color.
Wow.
It's
New Stim Toy unlock.
New Stim Toy unlocked. Without really being even having to, like, look too far into it, you can tell that this is probably just a mixture of a bunch of organic materials that were put together by someone with a vague alchemical knowledge, but with not by someone who actually has the skill to do it. If you catch my drift.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well then, I mean that's interesting. I don't know how helpful that is right this second. Sorry about your weird goop diet creature.
Sorry about this entire general situation, creature. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. I don't know if there's much you can do with. I mean, yeah, I don't think this is gonna be very helpful. He might be able to do something with they void.
They void on my void till I void.
Void. But I guess I don't think he's ever tried actively, like, fucking around with it the way you do, like, normal elements. Fuck. Shit. I mean, assuming that's what they've been, at least in part, what they've kind of been injecting them with. Are there any other, like, notes, anything, like, written down anywhere that kind of, like, has any further info? Or is it all just, like...
A lot of the notes just seem to be on with these the weird goop diet. Not necessarily the void.
Yeah. Okay. I mean... I mean, nothing better to do in the White Room. He might take some of the void and see if he can fuck around with it the way other elements do. He doesn't really have any sigils to go with it, but it's not impossible to just manipulate them a little more passively. It's just a little less specific as to what you want it to do. Can he fuck around with the void? Because it sounded like they wanted him to, like...
What specifically are you trying to do?
That's a good question, because it kind of just sounded like if you could, like, just do something to it. Because I think I probably have to do something to it, but I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck I can do to this thing.
Just try anything.
Try
anything. Whoa.
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 Well,
That was wow. Whoa.
Whoa.
I don't know. Is he able to, like, even just move it passively? That's, like, the easiest thing he can do with any of them. Like, if he tries to, like, pull it, like, pull at it, Can he even do anything like that, or is it just kind of doing its own thing?
You attempt to sort of like focus on it and move it like just how you would with water, where you would just passively sort of push it around. And you sort of try and give it a little bit of a nudge, and it dramatically shoots off into a spike
Whoa.
and splats up against the wall.
Okay.
So you get the feeling it's a little bit reactive.
Okay. Shit. Fuck. I mean, he might make an effort to very gently try to recollect it so it's not just up the wall now.
As in, collect it with your hands or try and move it back?
No, like, try to, like, pull it back, yeah.
You pull it back and it dramatically slams back onto the table.
Jesus Christ.
Dr. House is watching behind you. He hasn't said anything, but he's watching very intently.
I see. I mean, so we're trying to stop this dog out of psychosis, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna fuck. He needs void substance to learn. I mean, could just try feeding it to the dog directly. I don't know how that's gonna go.
Judging by
Try
last
to-
time, it may have a heart attack and just keel over and die.
Well, presumably that's what they've been doing to it. I don't know if there's anything more substantial that we've got about the serum. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
If they try.
If they would.
But nudge for Jake. I mean, and he kind of like looks over at Dr. House, like from House MD.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's different. He's different.
No relation to Gregory House.
I mean, has this just been what you've been like giving them?
Oh no, no. That's well, we tried. By we, I mean I. I tried. But they don't seem to handle it well. I usually have to mix it in with a bunch of other stuff, and it doesn't always go well, but sometimes it does.
I mean, I could try giving it to them. Thinking in head, I mean, I didn't die.
I mean, be my guess.
Yeah, sure, let's feed the dog the void substance.
Alright, you gather it up into a little tube, and he opens the door to let you in with Sparky the dog. Your old friend Sparky.
RP. I mean, before I do that, I mean, can I do a check? Is there anything worth noting about this dog besides the fact that it's staring at a wall in psychosis?
I mean, it's not in
Sorry.
little baby Pomeranian form.
What?
It's in big evil
Thank
boy
you.
form.
Yeah.
But no, it just seems to be slowly breathing, staring at a wall, not even reacting to you walking in the room.
I see. I mean, yeah, can I try giving it that straight void substance?
Mm-hmm. You reach it, you're just gonna try and feed it?
I mean, yeah, unless it, I can try that for right now, and then
You reach out your hand in front of the dog with the void substance, and it sniffs at your hand.
Mhm.
And actually turns its head away from the wall to look at you.
Okay.
And it doesn't react to you in any meaningful way. It just sort of looks. And then it turns back and starts slowly lapping it up.
Okay. That's normal. I'd call that normal dog behavior.
You know, probably.
Um,
It stops after a little bit. It doesn't drink like most of it. It only has a couple sips.
yeah, fair
Presumably
enough.
it doesn't taste good.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone would know.
It's alright, buddy, I get it. Says Beckett in his head. And it sort of like starts to shake a little bit.
Okay.
As if you'd maybe given it the stupid drug.
Oh, sorry.
And it slumps down. Not like keel over dead, but just sort of like lays its stomach on the floor. And sits there whining for a little bit.
Oh.
But after a while, it gets up again and turns its head away from the wall again and seems to actually be semi-alert,
Whoa.
semi-cognizant. And it's sort of just fixated on you.
I see. If I try to, like, stand up back up a little bit, more so just in a way to, like, gauge what it's doing, does it, like, still kind of, like, follow me? Or does it just, like, is it just
Yeah,
a watcher?
you take a step back and it takes a step towards you, but not in like as far as dog behavior goes, not in like a menacing way.
Like, in just, like, a following way?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. If he leaves the room, closes it, does it just go back to doing its thing and staring at a wall?
No. You
Ooh.
go back to the little observation part. And at first it looks like maybe it's just chosen a new wall to stare at, aka the door. But then it gets up and it starts to pace around the room.
Interesting.
And this guy takes a note. This
What?
fucking guy starts writing something down.
Well, that's 2 out of 2 not dead specimens. That gets on a
Beckett would remember
roll.
this. Uh-huh.
And eventually kind of side glances over at House MD as he's scribbling his notes and goes, "Oh, well, I assume this is closer to what you wanted. I don't."
Yes. Well, and he starts to laugh a little bit. You know, oh, never mind. And he sort of brushes whatever crazy ass anecdote he was about to say off and goes, "You don't want to hear about that."
I mean, he'd be able to know a little bit, but I don't think he's gonna say that out loud because I don't. Random ass guy does not seem prime small talk material.
Yeah, I wonder what's making you think that. Well, this has been very enlightening. Though, are you willing to help with some tougher cases?
I guess. like a motherfucker has a choice.
This guy will clearly just say yeah to anything.
I mean, he doesn't know what the alternative to saying no is, but like.
Hey Beckett, can you press this giant red button for me with the label "Kill all babies" underneath? Yeah, sure, I guess.
Well, I guess.
Fuck, what else is he gonna do? They hid in the infinite hallway.
True.
Rest of the group. Rest of the group. Hey guys.
Hi.
Ren, you start, like, as you're walking, you start to realize you kind of recognize the direction that you're going.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh god, wait. Is this the lab?
And you know, you're walking down a couple streets nonchalantly, and you're starting to panic a little bit because no, I made this turn to get here, and I made this turn to get here, and I made this turn to get here, and eventually you're face to face with a very familiar door. You guys are standing right outside the Heart's base.
Oh.
Oh. Fuck. I thought this was gonna be the people that kidnapped him. That kidnapped Ren. I mean, I had a feeling it was a plague doctor as soon as I heard Hellhound, but you know. Or sorry, patrol doctor. More accurate.
Alright,
I'm back in the fucking building again! Oh my god.
Ren, you are like a little bit mad. You're like, fuck. Here? Jesus Christ.
I just left this place.
And Aniko goes up to the door, like the little keypad, and instead of grabbing out a key card or anything, he just sort of stands in front of it, looking into it for a couple seconds. And then the doors open.
What the fuck? How did you do that?
What the fuck?
But instead of it opening to what the hallways that you're used to, it's a long, white, sterile hallway.
What the fuck?
Aniko shrugs. Pocket dimension.
Pocket dimension?
What?
Yeah, I mean, they're not just for pockets.
What?
Okay. Atlas is definitely weirded out, but at the same time, I just now remembered he does know that Aniko is involved in some way with the diamonds. So, I guess this makes sense, actually. I do know this.
NORA now thinks that the Heart's base is actually wait, do I know this is the Heart's base?
I You can maybe infer from what's going on with
Okay.
WREN.
Okay, then Nora now thinks the pocket dimension is the base of the hearts.
Atlas looks through the hallway, looks back down at Nico, and he's like, did the hearts create the pocket dimension?
Oh, no, I did. And he's like looking at you like it's obvious.
What?
Oh. So he looks back at the hallway again. Why do they have it?
Well, it was to keep this fucking crazy guy in. But apparently he can kidnap people now. And he says it in like a mocking way to the point where it's like just actively a confusing vibe generally.
Nora says out loud, sorry, we're just gonna go, like, look past. He made the pocket dimension in the same cadence as when Chidi was like, I saw the time knife!
That makes sense to only me, NYNA. Only me, NYNA. It's okay, I get you.
Thank you.
And Nico just shrugs. I mean, yeah.
There's a pocket dimension here?
I made all of them. That's how they work. Duh.
Oh, Packet keeps some insane. Oh my god, what? Okay. She's mumbling to herself.
So, did the hearts ask you to create this, or did you create this yourself to keep this guy in?
He does like a little 50-50 thing and doesn't explain what that means.
Right. So, he's in there.
I hope so, or else this is going to be a really awkward visit.
Why would the hearts want? But I almost called him a Nico, and I was so my brain just like malfunctioned. What would the hearts want with Beckett?
He's an alchemist, and he shrugs again, as if all this information is extremely obvious.
Is being an alchemist really that big of a deal?
I mean, yeah, kinda. In this day and age. He just walks in at this point. He's done with the questions. You guys are all asking extremely obvious questions.
Nora.
He actually turns around. He's like, all you guys do is yap.
Nora's biting back her tongue so hard to the point that she's like literally biting back her tongue, and now her tongue kind of hurts. She's like digging her teeth into her tongue a little bit.
Well, Atlas follows.
Ren reluctantly follows. He is just looking like, how did he do that? What the hell? Since when was this here?
Atlas is just in his mind, he's like, I have to just accept that this is something. It's just this fucking guy again. It's always this fucking guy.
Nora's now thinking about all the places that Sandwich has been in the pocket dimension.
As you guys all walk in, the door shuts behind you automatically. And when you turn around, they're not the same doors as on the other side. They're hospital doors, a set of double hospital doors. And you look through the little window that they have in them, and it's not to the outside, to the endless hallway.
Okay.
Alright, let's get this over with.
Hospital.
And Nico's like mumbling to himself. He's like, this fucking guy again. Jesus fucking
Fucking
Christ.
guy that I hate.
And Beckett,
Hi.
as you and Mr. House round the
Dr.
corner,
House. He has a doctorate.
Dr. House, round the corner to presumably go to a quote-unquote worst case. You see a Nico and gang also around the corner.
Oh shit.
And
We're the
Nico
worst
goes,
case.
Yeah, they're
yeah,
the worst
it's
case.
you. And Nico goes, what the fuck, man? Oh, you're here, and you brought friends. Whatever, they don't matter. What are you doing here? What do you mean, what am I doing here? How the fuck did you even kidnap this guy? What is happening? What did you think was gonna happen? That I wasn't gonna know? And he's sort of just like looking down bashfully, like, you know. Oops, you got me.
Like twirling his hair.
Yeah, twirling his hair, kind of like giggling a little bit. Oh my fucking god. Beckett, we're going. This guy's a fucking nutcase.
Okay. He's looking between this guy and looking between a bunch of people who are suddenly fucking here. And also his team for some reason.
Yeah, also they're here. Hi!
No, yeah, you know what? Nora doesn't even know why they're here.
And Nico and his team show up at the random hallway. What the fuck is happening?
Girl thought that they'd have to like fight or something, but then Aniko just kind of walked in and then said, "Hey, man," and now she's just kind of like standing awkwardly.
Bro, divorced Yowie up in here.
Divorced, yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Love.
How
Love.
did you even get out? And he starts to think, are we gonna have to deal with this? And he starts like sort of panicking a little bit, like, no, it's fine. I didn't even get out. He came in his own volition, right? And he's like looking at you.
I was like, whoa. I mean, I guess I don't really know how I got here, but I can just like walk in.
Aniko gives fucking Dr. House a just disappointed look. Dude. What are we gonna do with you? What are we gonna do with you, actually? This is actually kind of a problem. He starts to think, maybe I shouldn't have brought a bunch of teenagers in here. And it's probably fine. And he starts to walk away.
That's fine.
You guys sort of like he just turns his back and walks away. And he's just walking and he's like, come on, let's go. Leave nutcase for now.
I mean, shit.
Atlas looks between Aniko and Dr. House, back at Aniko, over to Beckett, and he just shrugs and like waves him over, like, can we please get out of here?
I mean, I kind of looks at the Dr. House for like a second. He does have a couple more questions and kind of wants to know what the fuck a worst case means. but also his entire team is here. And also a Nico for some reason. So I do think he's probably going to follow instructions for once in his life. Because what the fuck else is he gonna do?
You guys all
Nah, I'm
turn
actually
and
staying in the white hallway. Fuck
I
y'all.
want to stay.
Fuck y'all.
As you guys turn to walk away, if you turn to look back at Dr. House, he's just standing there, staring, unmoving. It's probably fine.
Yeah, Atlas is creeped out by that. He definitely did look behind. I feel like he
Yeah,
would
I think I
probably
probably
go
also
into
did,
like
given the situation.
he's probably walking closer to Beckett, a little bit further behind like a barrier, and just looks over and just like confusion. He's like, what the fuck is this guy?
Like, it just kind of shrugs. I don't. Fuck. You know, like that guy who kidnaps you off the street happens.
Happens.
Happens. It really does happen.
Are you like okay? Like physically?
He like thinks about this for a minute. I mean, I think so. I don't think he really did anything. I mean, if I didn't try the juice or anything, but I assume it was probably fine.
Juice?
The juice?
Yeah, it was like a table. It was really poorly set up, actually. Most things in there were actually pretty poorly set up.
Yeah, good thing you didn't drink that. Something tells me that drinking strange juice from a mysterious man that kidnapped you isn't really a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually not, but it's pretty funny sometimes.
I mean, there were also the random vials, but that was more for like the creatures, I think. So I don't think it would have been wise.
Creatures?
The creatures?
You know,
We can talk about this later. When we're out of the weird pocket dimension.
is that what we
Yeah.
are?
Yeah, apparently.
You guys turn the corner and go back to the set of double doors. Aniko pushes them open, and it's still the hallway.
Okay.
I guess this was the wrong door. It's all right. We'll go to the next set. I'm sure it's probably I just got confused. Everywhere in here looks the same, you know. It's the next set. Door.
Please don't tell us you made us get lost.
I swear to God, if we're lost in the fucking pocket dimension.
Alice takes out his phone. Does he have reception? I'm assuming not, but
Nope. No reception.
It'd be really wild if the pocket dimension had reception.
it's fucking Aniko. I imagine he could probably find a way.
That's
You guys walk up to the next set of double doors, and Aniko pushes them open. It's not the outside.
Oh shit.
This is fine. This is okay.
oh, we're lost in the fucking pocket dimension.
Why are we lost in here? We walked through one set of doors.
No, see, we're not lost. It's we're not lost.
RIP to the shopping trip.
He seems distressed at the fact that he's not lost.
Okay.
That seems to be more distressing than if he was lost.
Oh my God, the other guy's taking control of the pocket dimension.
This is. He sort of just looks around. Well, I don't really know what to do now, I guess. We'll try the doors again. I don't think they're gonna work.
We're going to have to go back to that guy and ask him for the way out.
No. God, no. No, no. He wouldn't tell us the way out even if we asked. Not a very nice guy. So I don't really know what to do. And he just starts sort of like pacing back and forth. He runs his hand up against a blank wall. And when he does, a pathway opens up in front of you, where the blank space was, and it leads to another set of double doors.
What?
Alright. This will work. This will work. Any guesses on if it'll work?
You never know until you try.
You never know until you try.
Sometimes you know before you try.
And Nico pushes the doors open and walks through, and all of the white lights are set to red.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Oh.
okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Fun.
Dude, don't make us walk in there.
Oh my fucking god. This melodramatic piece of fucking shit. And Nico's just like so mad right now. Why? He shouldn't have been able to get out. He shouldn't have been able to get out. How is he doing that? Maybe we should ask. No, that's stupid. And he's just sort of like pacing now again. Well, obviously walking into the red corridor is a bad idea. That's where people go to die. Not that we die, we're fine. But
Having
Does he-
confirmed the group that they're not gonna die.
obviously that's the wrong way to go. But there isn't really any other way to go.
Huh.
I can't believe this is how we die.
You're not gonna die. Jesus.
Beckett is heavily considering walking down the evil red hallway. What's the worst that could happen?
You know what, guys? We
Get
should probably walk down the evil red hallway. We should probably go down the evil red hallway.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe eventually, if we just keep running this little rat race, I'll be able to find the real door.
Oh dear God.
Maybe you shouldn't
We
have
can't
closed the
turn
door
back.
behind us.
I didn't close the door behind us.
You didn't?
Oh.
Oh god.
Why did I even come? This is what I get for trying to be more engaged in the team or whatever. Oh.
And it is 10:30, so I might say that that's where we call it for right now before you guys walk into the red scary hallway.
Lovely.
RIP shopping trip.
GURNOOR, you know how we rolled really good at the beginning?
Yeah.
It was to show that our rolls were really good because we didn't roll. It turns out if we don't roll, then our rolls are good. Because it's good because we don't roll. Life is good when you don't roll.
Life is good until you have to go into the evil hallway.
Well, we're not at the evil hallway yet.
True, that's for
So
next
technically-
episode.
Next episode, we all roll nat ones.
Both of us only rolled once this session, and it really was just our pre-rolls.
No, but it was good because it showed that if we just never roll, then life is good.
Guys, our current
So
average for rolling is 16, or it's not 16, 12.625. That's our current average, which is pretty
That's
high.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
And it's only lowered by Jay getting a nat 1 before the session.
We're literally in the spiral.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said
Always
hop.
with that
I
one.
said hop at a labyrinth as a joke. I didn't
Hop
know
at
he'd be
a
stuck in the
labyrinth.
actual hop at a labyrinth.
We're in the little hop in the
Labyrinth,
labyrinth.
bro.
It's literally the hop in the labyrinth.
I love FIFER. I love whenever you log on to the doc because everybody else is just their actual like email, and then I just see anonymous pumpkin.
I am using my actual.
Anonymous Pumpkin is here.
I'm not joining it. This is mom. I'm on my Gmail account.
No,
Did
you're
you
on
add
Anonymous
me, though?
Pumpkin. You know,
I'm
you're
using my real Gmail account.
Yep, I'm
You're on
assuming you
Anonymous
didn't get like
Pumpkin.
Jay to add you, so that's why you're showing up as anonymous pumpkin.
Anonymous pumpkin.
Rose
Can you
Anonymous
add
Pumpkin.
me?
Do I not? Would it not? Hold on, because I have it set to
Like,
field
I'm
access.
The link is a view.
I'm
You're
on
just
that
still viewer, so you have to
I'm
actually
on my
add.
account.
Oh, we got a
You have to
camera.
Are you
add
still?
Cypher as a commenter.
Shit, my thing is not letting me do anything. Hold on.
I request edit access.
Yeah, hit that.
Oh, hold on.
That's
I'm
what you
sending it to
do.
you.
The Beckett arc where nothing goes wrong arc.
The Beckett arc or nothing.
Yeah.
Wrong arc.
Wait, who's? Why the fuck is anonymous pumpkin? Oh, is it? It takes a little bit. I forget.
Yeah, it takes a second.
Well, now I no, because I can see anonymous pumpkin now. So I don't know if it just opened.
It's probably just the tab. It takes a minute for it to go away. Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. You guys want to
It
say bye
was
to the
fun.
recording? You want to hit the
Bye,
bye?
recording.
Bye. Bye.